Guys, welcome back to a new module. So today I want to talk to you about reprogramming your subconscious reality transurfing. Okay. So how do you do that? How do you move past these limiting beliefs, these blockages, and this program that you have may gathered, the programs that have been installed in your subconscious willingly or unwillingly? So let's dive deeper. Module 1, identifying limiting beliefs. Some of the limiting beliefs are fear of failure, lack of self-worth, perfectionism, unworthiness. Each one of these limiting beliefs can cause a significant amount of damage to your goals, to your plans, and to how you navigate life. So in order to deal with this, you will first have to be aware of your subconscious. So most people don't like when you understand the difference between your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, you sometimes can relate and understand why you behave the way you behave, right? So, for example, I don't know if you guys if you are familiar with it, maybe you agree with it, maybe you don't, but I read the book called, one of the books called The Game. It's about mystery, how to be confident for men, how to uh, become a high value man, how to talk to women, how to do. And so what he says is that women and men, we are, we have instincts, right? We need to make children. We still have this desire to reproduce, to have this lineage of yourself. So women that go and walk in supermarkets, or women that do makeup, men that try to invest in themselves, exercise, look amazing, look beautiful. It all comes down to primal desires and primal needs. So one of the thing is getting away from pain and getting close to pleasure. In all aspects of life, people try to get away from pain or either get close to pleasure. Like they try to make it easy for themselves. They want to enjoy. The next thing is, let's say if a guy is exercising, he is doing that to attract the opposite sex. He's doing that on a subconscious level to attract. And you may tell me, no, he's not doing that. He's doing that to take care of his health. Well, if you read the book by Think and Grow Rich, he says if you if you basically, I forgot what's the operation called, but when you take animals to the vet, cats, and then you just, like, I don't know, they cut their balls or whatever. I don't know what's that operation called. If you do the same thing for humans, if you cut their balls or if you make them, like if you like reduce their sexual ability, they will not have the incentive. They will not be moving. They will be like a dead plant. So there is a study behind it. But what I want to tell you is a lot of people's behaviors is stemming from a deeper desire, from a subconscious, from like a primal desire to mate, to eat, to survive. And so a lot of things stem from basic needs. And if you say, for example, to a woman who does makeup, hey, you do that to look beautiful, but at the same time, your subconscious needs that to get the attention from the opposite sex. Why? Because there is this primal instinct of reproduction. Because you are single or because you don't have that, it fosters, like, it pushes you to expose yourself so that inadvertently, in a like actively or passively, meet a mate and mate, basically. And when you talk to that, when you talk about these things, when you explain these things to people, they be like, Do you think you know me that better than I do? Well, sometimes it's not what I think, it's not what you think, it's not personal. It's basically like if you are hungry, why do you want to eat? You want to eat if we go to a deeper, like if we dig deeper, you want to eat not to die, not to starve, not to, because if you feel hungry, that's connected to death in your subconscious mind. If you don't eat, you will not get energy. If you don't get energy, you will be weaker. If you get weaker, your body will eat itself and then you will die. So why do you want to eat? Because I'm hungry. Okay, you're hungry, but what's behind it? You see, like what's like if you are able to understand your subconscious behavior, if you're able to analyze yourself on a deeper level, why do we do things that we do? You will be able to identify this fear of failure, this lack of self-worth, perfectionism, or unworthiness if you can't identify them yet. And if you want to take a simpler route, what you can do is you can talk to, you can basically take a sheet of paper and you can try to write your goals. Like for example, just without this logical brain, just write your goals, and then you will have this limiting beliefs popping in your head. You will be able to see them. So if you, for example, say, write on a piece of paper that you want, let's say, a um, a house, but then your brain will be like, it's expensive, you can't do it. You catch these thoughts and be like, okay, that's a limiting belief, and you write it down. Another limiting belief, write it down. Maybe like you go deeper, you dig deeper. At the same time, you can ignore these beliefs and just keep on writing these goals that you want to achieve. The next step, what is the next step? Let me tell you guys. Common limiting beliefs. We talked about this. Lack of control, negative self-talk, limiting beliefs. So one of the things that can hinder your progress is your negative self-talk. When you write these beliefs, when you write these goals toward your success, your brain can be like, no, you can't do that. That's a negative self-talk. If something bad or like good happens, there's this voice in your head that goes like, like that belittles you, that gaslights you, I don't know. So you need to pay attention to that and change it to the like change it, completely change it. How do we do that? I'm gonna show you. I will explain to you guys. So one of the things that you can do is journal. Like I said, if you have some fears, if you have some negative beliefs that you can identify, write them down. The next thing is meditate. So if you, for example, think that you have to get a visa, for example, and you think to yourself that it's impossible, or you think to yourself that you have tried many times and you failed, what you can do is you can visualize yourself going through this process, getting accepted, like imagining yourself passing through these